Alright, this kit comes in basically three versions. There's a basic version. This is the one you'll use if you have a stock 3rd gen ECU any year. That's the one you have to use that one. Now if you have an engine swap with an aftermarket harness, you have two options there. You have like let's say the intermediate and the advanced. And the difference between these two is the intermediate, when you turn on the AC, there's a wire that goes to the ECU. It just tells the ECU turn the AC on, so it'll boost the idle. Other than that, the AC switch is a sole control of when the AC is on or off. Not including like the pressure switches and all that. So you still have the safety of those. But the advanced kit, has two wires that go to the ECU, and this is the one. One is just a signal to the ECU that you turn on the AC, and the other is the ground for your relays, your AC relays, so the ECU controls when the AC is turned on and off. So here's a little bit more detail on that, on the advanced option. So this is the Hondata S Manager software for the ECU, or the S300. And basically OBD1 ECUs have conditions when the AC will be turned on and off. And this just shows you, like, you can configure, turn off over 5,000 RPM or turn off over 35% throttle. Stuff like that. There's also I think somewhere else in here an option to turn it off under a certain RPM, like 900 I think. But anyways, if you want to have this stuff working, you have to use the advanced kit. With each of the kits you'll get one of these converters, which converts the dual relays into a single relay. And also, if you most of the time you're going to need one of these, which is what converts the stock 4-wire compressor connector to a single wire. And it comes in two versions, depending on which plug your compressor has. If you're going to run the basic kit and you're using just a stock 3rd gen AC compressor, then you don't need one of these. Otherwise, any other compressor you will. So here's an H-swap with a H22 compressor. And for the compressor, it's real easy. Just plug the 4-wire into the stock and plug that in the compressor. Zip tie it out of the way. And it's the same exact thing for the B-series swap. Alright, in stock form, your AC relays are bolted to the side of the battery tray right here. You would just take them off, unplug them, plug this in, and just plug this into one of them, so you're eliminating the second one. I normally just keep it as a spare. Alright, this is a little bit better example. I've actually got these relocated on this car, but it's plugged in this exact same way. On your adapter, you're going to have one of these connectors marked A, and on the relay connector, just look for the one with the yellow wire with the black stripe. That's connector A. So you plug that into A, plug the second one into this, and you plug that into one of the relays, and you're done. You just re-secure it. Alright, for the basic kit, the final step is to remove your compressor control unit, which is behind the glove box up in here. It's held on with some screws. Once that's done, you just take the connector and plug this right into it. After that, just zip tie it out of the way, and you're done. For the intermediate or advanced kits, you still just remove this. It's just you have to do a bit more here. So you're still going to plug this in. You've also got more wires you got to run. Alright, on the intermediate kit, you've only got to pin in one wire to the ECU. That one, it'll be labeled, that one goes to B5. And so you'll be using this with the swap, and it just depends on which engine harness you're using, like who made it. This is from Wireworks, and it doesn't already have B5 pinned. So all we got to do is just open up this connector and push the wire in, and you're done basically. So with the ECU, you see your connectors with that little tab at the top. This is A, B. You just got to take B out. Now, okay, when you're counting wires on these, it starts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 would be starting at the top, third to the right. And you can't just shove the wire in as this. You got to open up this. This is a latch right here. So let's see if I can get this on camera. There's like a little tab right there you got to bend, and there, and this whole thing will open like that. Let me do that. All right, the best tool for this is a 1mm screwdriver or flathead. You can get them on Amazon for like $10, but a lot of people won't have this, so you can just use just a regular pick. So you're just gonna pry that back a little bit, like that way, and you lift up on this at the same time. And then you gotta kind of hold it and do the same thing to the other side, and the whole top should pop up. Yeah, just like that. See? Now you just take your pin and you look at the other pins in there to see, make sure you're putting it in the right, it's not flipped upside down. And you just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or third to the right on the top row. You should hear it click and give it a tug. And then you just shut this and you're done. And if you ever need to disconnect everything later on, this already has a connector, so you can just pop it off. Keeps it easy. Alright, here's the advanced kit. On the advanced kit, you have 2 wires that need to be pinned at the ECU. One's going to B5 and the other goes to A15. They're both labeled. So again, you need to, this is A, this is B. So we're just going to take these off, open them up, and then count where the wires need to go. Now that those are open, I'm going to find my A15 wire and then trace it down, make sure I got the right one. This is important. Yeah. Now I just got to count to A15 on the A connector, which is, again, starting on the top left, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to A15. And if you just want to shortcut it, it's number 8 on the top row from the left. Let's get a good angle. Yeah, starting here, it's number 8. So right there. And again, just look at the other pins in there and make sure this is oriented the right direction. So it'd be like that. Push it in so you get a click. Give it a tug, it should stay in. Then you just gotta shut this. Same thing, spine B5 again. It'll be third from the top left. Pin that in. And there you go. Just plug it back in the ECU. Right, so on either the intermediate or advanced kit, you'll find one long wire with a pin on it. That's got to run to your AC diode at the front of the car. So behind your fender, I recommend taking the tape off this boot so it's loose, and force that pin through, and you got to run it all the way to this. This is your AC diode. Alright, this part's the same for both the intermediate and advanced kit. This right here is your AC diode. It's just under the headlight. It'll be kind of taped to the harness, so you just pull it off, expose it like this. And here's the new wire I've run. Alright, so go ahead and take your pick again. You need to pull this rubber piece off. It's pretty simple. They've been in a while, they're kind of sticky, but should be able to get it out. There it goes. Okay. And this is the diode. Actually, there's two diodes in it, but it's a single piece, and you just pry that up. Now on the wires, you gotta get the right wire. It's the red wire with the blue stripe. And if you look in here, if you got your red wire with the blue stripe on the left side, you're holding it like this. There's a little plastic. If you look at the metal connector, just above it, there's a little plastic tab. You gotta stick your pick under it and lift it up a little bit while you pull this wire. Now the tricky part is this connector has a seal here, and you have a few options. You can try to just pull this straight out of the seal, or you can get under the seal with the pick and move the seal up the wire. If you're going to do that, take some WD-40. I've already done this, and just kind of slightly or lightly coat the wire. You'll see once you do that, you should be able to kind of get the seal out and start to slide it up the wire, and it'll make it a lot easier. Yeah, just like that. Slide that out. Now you just hold the wire, you lift up on that tab while you pull the wire, and it should come out. I'm under the tab, and I'm going to lift it a little bit and pull at the same time. And there it goes. So now you got to get this out of the seal. So you should just be able to pull really hard and it'll come out. Now on your new wire, you're just going to put it back through the seal. Like I said, if it doesn't want to go, slightly coat it with WD-40. It'll really help. Now you're going to do, like on the inside, look at the pins inside the connector. Make sure it's not upside down before you try to push it in. Once it looks good, let's go ahead and push it in. You should get a click. It's tight, and you just slide the seal back. Like that. And on the diode, there's like a little tab right here. Basically only goes in one way, so the tab will be facing like that. Should fully seat. On this, there's a little cutout for the tab right there. So you just put that like that. And that part's done. All you gotta do for this, just go ahead and double it over. Everything like that, and cover the whole thing with electrical tape. And then secure it again out of the way. Alright, here's basically the final install on the advanced kit. Intermediate is pretty much the same. So I got that spare pin taped up pretty good. I zip tied this out of the way. And I just ran the wire along the existing harness with zip ties. And then for here, I took the old tape off to loosen this up, so it made it easy to shove the wire through. And I just added the tape back. And on the inside, I got the new connector zip tied up there, and there's extra length on that wire that goes to the diode, so I just tucked it up here. And then there's the wires that go to the ECU. After this, I just gotta do the standard swap stuff where I just kind of fit all this the best I can and then put the ECU plate back. After that, it's done.